So I just spent 8 days in northern Chile, and it was one of the most interesting and culinarily enriching experiences of my entire life. So this is what we did and what I suggest you do if you ever want to go. Now, we covered a lot of ground, but we started in Santiago, where I was just continuously amazed that the whole entire city is flanked by the Andes Mountains. We then went to this pescaderia, which you've probably seen on every Netflix special, but we learned all about local Chilean seafood. These are called locos. They're kind of like a massive abalone. And then this is the head chef of Cote Amaya, taking us through an entire menu from seaweed ceviche to wine from grapes on her property to this dessert that's made from chile moya, which is called custard apple. And I knew Chile's climate is known for their wines, but we were in wine country. Every single one we had was fantastic. But then we were off to the Elqui Valley, where I swear we found the most beautiful desert hotel I've ever stayed at, ever. So I had a pisco sour to celebrate, and of course it was on to day 3. This day we toured all over the Elqui Valley, but what was amazing was this pisco distillery right under the mountains, of course. Pisco is distilled from grapes, but not wine grapes. So we got to see where they grow the grapes, where they distill it, and then of course had a pisco sour. And since this is a desert, they're very good at using their resources. So the restaurant we went to uses solar cooking. So this is a solar stove. This is a solar oven. They have so many solar ovens. These are all of them. And while the method was interesting, I swear this lunch healed me. After a bit of sightseeing and seeing the locals, we had a little bit more wine at the hotel, and then it was on to day 4. The real reason I came to northern Chile is the wildlife. I was looking for penguins, but it's their nesting season, so I had to settle for this gaggle of sea lions instead. This one is me. But then luckily at the end of the tour, we found these 2 bachelors, because Humboldt penguins mate for life, so all of the ones in couples were nesting. Then it was our last big travel day, because I was very excited about getting to the Atacama Desert. And this was the most interesting culinary experience I've ever had. This is Carolina and her partner Sergio. They own one of the best restaurants in Atacama. And before we cooked with them, we went foraging for all these herbs you can only find in the desert, and to the ranch where we got the goat cheese that we were going to be using in our meal. Atacama is the driest desert in the world, so the resources are very different than ours. So I love seeing part of their process. This is their beautiful restaurant. This is what we foraged. And after a few small but amazing bites, we started cooking. And Sergio put us to work. He trained in a Michelin star restaurant in Denmark and then thought I trained in a Michelin star restaurant in Denmark. I did not. Making tuile nearly broke me, but we got to snack on our goat cheese the entire time. And we spoke with Carolina, and her whole goal is to bring like this local Atacama food to people in a way that they wouldn't have normally seen it. And the whole thing was just wonderful. I believe we're on day 6, where I had to wake up at 4:30, and it was worth it. These are the Tatio geysers. They're some of the tallest in the world. You can get so close to them. I've been to Iceland, and you can get even closer to these. So we had some breakfast overlooking the geyser. This jam was made with Rica Rica, which is something we foraged yesterday and tastes kind of minty. And we're already on day 7, which was Moon Valley. It mimics the top of the moon, and I can't do it justice with photos. Day 8 was reserved for llamas, but overall, it was amazing. I'll link what we did below.